Joe Castiglione, and you're listening to Not Another Sox Podcast. Can you believe it?
Buenos noches, amigos. I'm back from Italy. It's me, Ian. Now, welcome to Not Another Sox Podcast. I am here with Jack Webster of Providence, Rhode Island, hearing about my favorite baseball team. What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
The Rays and the A's.
Yeah, no, those are our favorite teams. This is an A's and Rays podcast.
What did I just come back into? I was gone for 10 days. What happened?
Yeah, somehow everything but yet nothing happened.
What happened? Our playoff odds dropped 5%. I was gone for 10 days. How does this happen?
It could be a whole lot worse.
Oh, that's the spirit. Yeah. Glad we didn't lose all six. And actually, if we did, I would have stayed over there.
No, no, I think we needed you to come back. I think that's what it was.
Really?
No.
Oh, yeah, fuck me, I guess. Welcome to Not Another Sox Podcast. I am your host and producer, Ian Doran, here with our host, Jack Webster, live from Providence, Rhode Island. Fella, what happened?
Yeah, just another week of non-inspiring baseball, baby.
You know, while I was over in Europe, we had obviously met up with a few other younger travelers in hostels and such, and they would go, "Oh, what's your team?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan of the Boston Red Sox." And they go, "Are they a football club?" No, they are a baseball team. Football is so stupid, and it's called soccer, dumbass. So that came up quite a few times over in Europe, was people asking what your favorite team was and them expecting you to say a soccer team. I told them it was the Red Sox, but I kind of almost wish I had told them it was a soccer team because I'm pretty uninspired by the baseball I'm watching.
I mean, you could have just switched Liverpool out with us this week and it probably would have been like the same results.
So I did go watch a game at a bar over there. That was an American sports bar themed bar. They kind of half got it, but one of the people I was out with is like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan." I was like, "I hate you, and you don't know why I hate you, but I hate you. And the more you guys win, the more I'm going to hate you."
Liverpool is kind of like, you know, your dad got remarried and then there's another family. Like, it's just like, yeah, like we're half brothers and like we have the same dad, but like I don't like you, even though like they've done nothing wrong. It's just your resentment towards your dad. So I think that's how it is. And then he had a few more kids with the Penguins and the PGA and eventually a basketball team. So yeah, Daddy Henry gets around.
Them not knowing what they did wrong somehow makes it worse.
Yeah, no, and I mean, that's just Europe. They don't know that they're constantly wrong. USA, yeah, we've never done anything wrong in our entire lives.
Don't read a book.
Yeah, don't turn on the news.
Yeah, listen to our podcast, USA number 1.
Yeah, please. I don't want to get arrested.
Please.
Yeah, I don't want to get canceled.
Yo, bro, riz me up.
Yeah.
please. But some uninspiring baseball. Happy to be back doing the show again. Some of the things we saw in
we had to go a full week with Yankees fans during your absence.
Yeah,
so there was that.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that episode. And one thing that one of my coworkers who is a Yankees fan says, and other more level-headed Yankees fans would say, is like, the rivalry is good for the sport. I still don't like them, but the rivalry is good for the sport.
Oh no, absolutely. It would be so boring if the Yankees were just essentially like the Rays or like even the Orioles, where it's just like, oh yeah, they have some fans, whatever. Since like I even said last week, so many Red Sox fans and Yankees fans are the same and don't even realize it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it great.
Yeah, just you're right. Imagine one of the other rivalry teams was just this mid fucking team, like the Angels, like you guys had talked about, just mid as mid gets.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even with the Blue Jays this year, like, I don't even hate them as much because, like, they haven't been great the last few years, and neither have we. So, like, I
right.
feel like there was a little less of an actual rivalry there, and I don't even know how we did against them this year, and we have another series coming up against them. Like, it feels different. It's always different with the Yankees.
Yeah.
It feels like.
It does. I mean, that is probably the oldest rivalry in sports, and rightfully so. Yankees fans, Boston fans, I mean, we hate each other for a reason, and it's good for the sport.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like even, like, the Europeans over there at least have heard of Red Sox Yankees before.
Yeah, there were a few people when I said I'm a Red Sox fan, and they go, "Oh, baseball?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know where you're from, but yeah, baseball."
Italy has a baseball league.
They do.
But it's not very good.
It's not. And a lot of the other travelers in that area, like we met some Dutch people, we met some Mexico people traveling from Mexico, Canada. So like they were aware of baseball, but not all of them. So every once in a while I had to be like, baseball,
Yeah.
Seball, like Rounders from World War One, which we won, by the way.
It's like cricket, but they made it good.
Yeah. Ain't that the fucking truth?
Yeah,
I don't understand
I've tried cricket so many times. It's not good.
Is it fun?
It doesn't even seem like it, no. And it goes forever, and it's just a bunch of colonial, or not colonialism, like imperialism from the British and everything. Yeah.
Wow, that's a real deep ass history cut, dude.
It is, yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Our viewers expect to learn something every day here.
Do they?
I would be very disappointed if they actually expected to learn something on this program. You were in the wrong place.
Time for my nighttime learning.
Go watch Sox Prospects or like 310 to Left or something. Like, you're not getting that here. This is for
research-based
funsies.
podcast.
Yeah.
This is, what do we classify it as? Recreation and entertainment.
Yeah, no, like this is literally our new tagline on Twitter is like your number one source for fake Red Sox news. So
Yes.
like every other week I'll just be like, just making up numbers and posting them, and people are like, the Red Sox did what? And I'm like, you gotta be pretty dumb, but I love doing it every
not
single
real.
time.
That's how you find the non-Red Sox fans. But to bring us back into the baseball of it all, so a weird week from the Red Sox. Day Bayo is back.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't great. He hasn't really had a great month of September in general. Like, I feel like maybe it wasn't even like the day game last week. It was just kind of more late season fatigue.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're giving him an extra day's rest coming up. They're flipping him and Crochet. And that also might just be to line things up for the postseason, knock on wood.
Yeah,
But
knock on all the wood you can find.
You know, I wouldn't even say starting pitching's our big problem right now. You're kind of figuring out pieces with some of these kids. You know, Giolito passed 140 innings. Crochet's in uncharted territory. So you're seeing a lot of this, like, just late season fatigue right now with some of these guys, which is not the best timing for it, but it's understandable too. And that's why you wish you got somebody more than Dustin May, who exploded.
Is he IL'd?
Yeah, he is IL'd. He might come back, but probably not. And
God.
he wasn't particularly good even, so that's just kind of a wash. I don't care about the prospects we gave up, but it just wasn't the dude that the ball club needed for a little bit more stability.
Yeah, it wasn't. You're right. It wasn't the support that we needed, but
And I don't even blame Dustin May. Like, like that one's on Craig, because like, what do you expect from a guy like that, really?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, right now our playoff odds have dropped 5%, but we're still at 90%. So like, just don't fuck it up, guys. Just don't fuck it up. And once we get to the playoffs, I have a little more confidence in the Crochet, Bayo, Giolito.
I know.
regime.
I'm having a hard time just thinking about the playoffs. Well, we still have another week here. Like, so much can happen between now and when we record next Sunday. And I'm just hoping that, you know, we make it in. I don't even care where we rank at this point. We could be the last wild card. We could still somehow win that first wild card at this point. But maybe by some miracle we sweep the Blue Jays and they poop their pants, and the Yankees also poop their pants, and who knows what even happens at this point. And, you know, still 90%. You know, it's not imperfect math, but our fate is in our own hands right now.
Yeah.
Like, we control our own destiny by playing good baseball, hopefully, and winning games against, you know, opponents that we might see in October too. So, no matter how hot the Guardians are, or, you know, what the Astros or, you know, maybe even Detroit at this point, like, falls out of the division lead, it doesn't matter what any of them do if we just win ball games. Like, if we go 4-2 over these next 6 games, these other teams are going to have to be perfect. Now, do I feel the most confident in that in the world, that we're going to go 4-2 this week? I don't know, but you know, like,
I might think 2-4 actually, but
yeah, I'm hoping for 3-3. Well, yeah, that's literally what I'm hoping for. We just make it in. We have some tiebreakers. So obviously, we've been praying for important late September baseball.
Yeah.
And then the monkey paw
yeah,
curls
the paw
up, and it's just
curls.
like, are you sure? Like, you said you wanted meaningful September baseball, and you're like, shit. Like,
Fuck yeah. How about the most meaningful September baseball?
Yeah, how about, like, we go right down to the last day? And I guarantee you it is going to go down to the last day. Like, we're going to be doing our show next Sunday evening, either celebrating or crying. Like, there's no in between. Like, unless if, like, a lot of teams just start being real poopy and we start playing real good over the next few days, like, it's gonna go right down to the wire.
Yeah. What does John Mulaney say? As long as a lot of people get real cool about a lot of things real fast.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, do you think it kind of our outfield returning has anything to do with whether or not we make it? And I say returning because a couple things happened. Duran, the strikeouts are still pretty high, but he's looking a bit more promising, like he's coming out of the valley. Cedon has stopped swinging at every slider in the opponent's batter's box, or the opposite batter's box. We got Wilyer back, who went 0-4, but this is Willie. This is my boy.
Yeah.
So our outfield's kind of returning here, Sans, Roman, Anthony. Do you think that once we have that full outfield lineup back, that they help us solidify that position, or do you think we're going to be hurt?
I've never really worried about the outfield too much. Like, this year, you have even Rob Refsnyder and Nate Eden, who ended up, you know, doing really well in his time back. And I'm glad when Will you returned that we just fucking said yeet to Ali Sanchez instead of, like, getting rid of somebody that's actually been helping us,
right,
fast and good. So, is he a perfect ball player? No, there's been a few boneheaded fielding and base running stuff.
Yep.
Like the rest of the guys, it feels like.
Yeah. Except Trevor Story.
Yeah. Even he had one or two this week where it was like just a dumb error or like a bad strikeout. So it's everybody right now.
Yeah.
It was like,
sure.
it's art. I'm not blaming him, but, like, you know, there's a lot of fingers to be pointing at over some of the situational hitting and some of the just boneheaded mistakes and everything. But in terms of, you know, the outfield, it obviously great to get Wilyer back. And, you know, he went 0-4 the other night, which is kind of understandable when you haven't played for a full month. And
right.
Every other week, it's just like, yeah, you should be back next series, maybe. And then it's just like, next series for sure. And you're just like, okay, sorry, next series. Okay, one more game. And, he's flying back, and now he's here. Okay, and now he's your DH for tonight.
Yep.
And
no rehab assignment.
No rehab assignment. Didn't have time to do it. So I'm hoping this week it's just really to get him in the lineup. I don't mind him batting a little bit lower in the order. I think he was even batting 8th the other night, which is perfectly fine for right now. Just get your timing back. We want you to be good for, you know, the wild card series. Hopefully, knock on wood. We also got to make it there too.
Yep.
Yep. Still got to make it there.
We do. We do.
But yeah, having him back, it adds a lot of, you know, depth to the lineup where, you know, without Roman Anthony, this team's just been bad offensively. No other way to put it.
Yeah, call a spade, right?
Yeah.
And, like, if you are relying on Wilyer Abreu, like putting the rest of these winning games on Wilyer Abreu's shoulders, you have other problems to worry about. Like Wilyer Abreu, great player, love the guy. You should not be counting your entire season on him putting up 3 wins in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think they're counting on him having to do that either. I think it's obviously better that he's back. So,
Yeah,
and I think they definitely wanted him to get back, before the playoffs, just to get a few reps in. So, really, this is the team that you got for October now. There's no more kids coming up except for maybe one. We'll see. But
TBD, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But starting to make not trading an outfielder at the deadline look a bit more
if we did that, then we might be squared. Unless if who knows, like if we get Joe Ryan back and he's great, and then you float. So
like Joe Ryan would have been the outlier for that, and you have Yostinson Garcia who has shown promise, but
he's probably not ready quite yet.
That's kind of how I feel too. Like your outfield right now, not trading someone at the deadline is the only reason you've been able to put a serviceable enough outfield out there every single day, even though we just lost a series to the fucking A's.
Yeah. And now, now that the minor league season ended this weekend too, we're going to have all the guys traveling on the 40-man traveling with us. So there's one name that I forgot to even mention in our pre-show notes that it's just catching my eye here. I think the chances, according to everybody that I've talked to, are pretty
Ali
low.
Sanchez.
Yeah, Yeet. But it's a guy that, we kind of forgot about, Luis Perales. Coming back.
Perales.
Okay. They seem to be pretty horny about him. They're rubbing that lotion all over right now, like about Luis Perales. And, maybe one of the best arms in the system. And maybe they're just like, you know what? Let's let it rip like last week of the season here. We're just going to see if you could be that 7th inning guy and just fuck over people with your fastball in the playoffs. So already on the 40-man. It's not like you have to worry about that. There's plenty of guys that you could just yeet out of that bullpen right now.
Yep.
Is it probably the responsible thing to do? Absolutely not. Would it be so much fun though? Yes.
Yeah. If nothing else,
let's just call up all of our good arms that we didn't think that we were going to see. We'll just have Peyton Tolley and Connolly Early and Kyle Harrison and Luis Perales and fuck it. Let's call up Noah Song. I know they just called him up to AAA last week and he's been doing bad, but just why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, he's been around long enough. We've had Noah Song since 2019 at this point?
Probably since 2010 at this point, it feels like.
Yeah, he's singing a song. Yeah. Noah Song. That's his song. I just wrote that for him. But I'm surprised to hear that the 2025 Boston Red Sox are horny.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're kind of in that position where it's 2 a.m. at the bar and it's just lights are coming on. You got to go home with somebody in one of these spots and you're going to do everything you possibly can because you're so horny. And you're like, I gotta fuck.
I gotta
fuck. And in this case, fucking's making the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
you are taking some risks and you are doing what you need to do to get that fucking pussy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. All kids listening to this show, you are cool.
Yeah. I was
Real
gonna say you know what? I probably listened to a whole lot worse stuff as a kid, so there's that.
I probably did too.
Yeah.
But if Garrett Crochet is spreading ass cheeks on the bench for anything, it's winning the playoffs.
Yeah, no, this is what he wants, and I think that he's done everything that he has needed to for our ball club this season. Yeah,
Garrett Crochet has done all the work you could have asked him to do. It's up to everyone else to meet his level. And we were real lucky in June and July where we had all players firing on all cylinders. That is probably what's going to make the difference in this last week, 2 weeks of baseball, is that we pulled in all of our wins over the summer. And hopefully it's enough to just get us through the fucking playoffs.
Well, during the summer, yes, but it was during the spring when we were also playing a bunch of dumb assholes.
People, come on.
Yeah, people forget at one point during the season we had a 12% chance to make the playoffs, and this was in end of May where we were below 500 or just dancing around that for a while. There was a ton of 1-run losses. There was a lot of losses to bad teams. We went 4-3 against the White Sox this year. I feel like there was a bunch of other just losses that feel like were ages ago at this point in the season.
Yep.
That, if you did just even a bit better there, we're probably talking about, going into this last series against the Blue Jays, trying to win the division instead of just trying to fight for our lives.
Yep.
And every team every year has some dumb losses. We've had some dumb wins against teams too.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but it feels like, if even 4 or 5 of those games go different, where you don't blow it in extra innings, or you just move a few guys over and drive in a run to get that run in the 10th or something,
right?
Then this season you're going into a whole lot different position. And you know what, that kind of, it makes me feel almost a little better that the losses are dumb, because that means the team's actually good. like the talent's there. So that's just the frustrating part of it all. And I'm just hoping for a non-frustrating week.
Fingers crossed. Do you, right in front of you, have the Red Sox record for this season?
I can in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I knew you would.
85-71.
So the Red Sox only need 2 more wins for everyone who placed their bet in Vegas to walk out with cash.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I got in early at 84.5, so I think I just won like $50. So
oh, sick.
I didn't even realize. I'll have to check my sports book. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't even gamble much, but you know what? I was like, 85 wins, the Sox got this. And it's still kind of close, but
yeah,
they did get there.
Exactly.
They did get there,
yeah, and then Vegas started putting the odds out at 86 wins.
Yeah, and then, they got Alex Bregman, and then they started calling up some of the kids, and it kept going up, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully they surpass that 86 wins. I want all of you listening to win your money if you put the bet down on 86 wins. And we all thought this was going to be a 92-win team, and now I'm like, God, 86 wins would be beautiful. 87?
I was going to say, let's try to get to like 88, 89.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means 3 or 4 more wins. So,
yeah, but I think we're capable. We just need to not be fucking stupid.
Yeah, and thankfully, Blue Jays, they're still fighting for the division, but we got our 3 guys going this week. We got Giolito tomorrow. We got Crochet on Wednesday. These off days are fucking with me. And recording on Monday is also fucking with me too.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we got Bayo having a little extra rest, which I like, on Thursday. I forget who's pitching for the Blue Jays, but those are the 3 guys that you want, and that's probably how they're going to stack up their rotation, with Crochet, then Bayo, then Giolito. So on Tuesday, tomorrow, or today if you're listening on drop day, it's against Gosman, then against Max Scherzer, who's a dinosaur, and Justin Bieber. Yeah.
Justin Bieber pitching for the Blue Jays.
Yep, up in Canada.
Yeah. Hi, Canada. So we'll get into a bit more of like what the current state of pitching is. We're about 20 minutes in. Why don't we do a little fit check? Fit check. What are we wearing tonight?
Yeah, no, this is one I've had for a while. I've only worn a few times, and is an actual game worn one from when they did or game issued. So I don't think it was worn in a game.
Sure.
But back when they actually were cool and wore the St. Patrick's Day ones, I believe this is from 2013. But we got a little Legend of Pedro Ciriaco.
Fucking way.
Yes, sir.
Is that a signature?
Yeah, and it's signed by him too. So this is truly one of my favorite jerseys. It's a little big, but you know what? Me and Pedro Ciriaco, very similar people. Yeah.
Tell me more. Yep.
Yeah. No. I also was a 2012 Red Sox legend, just like him. So, if you know who Pedro Ciriaco is, you're a true OG. So I like wearing this one a lot. Yeah.
You are a Korean Dinos baseball legend.
Yeah. No, that's true. And unfortunately, I didn't realize this because I just wore a cool hat, but it is a race hat, which is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
After having to face the Rays, but
we ended up winning the series, right?
Somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
It almost didn't feel like it.
Yeah,
and I'm tired of this fucking bullshit the Red Sox are doing, where like they could be going for a sweep, and then it's just like, we're gonna lose the last game of the series, and just ruin the vibes and have I'm sure a disappointing flight and. I would much rather. I feel just somehow better if they like lost the first game of each series and then won the next two, and then it's just like it feels like you have some momentum and everything, but it just does not feel like that right now.
No.
So, what happened on the A series? I think we lost one and then lost. So also
Yeah.
dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost. I think we lost 1-1, and then lost the last one. And we kept a lid on Nick Kurtz, which felt good, but we didn't keep a lid on anyone else, and we also didn't score a run with a runner in scoring position every time, I think.
Yeah, no, pretty much every time. Like, it's starting to feel like when the bases are loaded with no outs, somebody should just get picked off.
Yeah.
Because, like, we have a better chance of just scoring with, like, a runner on first with 2 outs
Right.
than we do just with bases loaded, no outs now. It's ridiculous, and it's crazy because, like, you come to just, like, joke about it almost, and then it still just keeps happening.
Yeah.
It is the worst practical joke the Red Sox have going on right now, where it's almost like when your dog brings the ball to you and then doesn't let go.
Oh, yeah, where have I seen this before?
Yeah, and it's almost like, yeah, no, this is time to do that. No, it's not. No, it's not. No take, only
no
throw.
take, only throw. Yes. Yes, two guys that share a similar internet feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their most consistent practical joke, and let me tell you, I'm real tired of jokesters.
Yeah, it's not funny anytime, and they keep doing it.
Yeah, which I guess in and of itself is kind of the joke, right? Like,
Yeah.
if it's not funny and you keep doing it, that's why it's funny. You don't seem convinced.
Yeah, I'm not. And then it just feels like, there's not even like a lot of big multi-run homers or anything. If we do, it's mostly like a solo or maybe one guy on. I think that I saw a stat when like Duran hit his go-ahead shot against the Rays on Friday. It was like, first home run in 2 weeks with a runner on base. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, if there's any guy who's going to do that, it's Jarren Duran, I guess,
Yeah.
right? Like, somehow the heartbeat of this team. He is the spark plug that ignites this offense. So it's good to see him doing that and moving back in the right direction, because I think others will kind of follow. But it's, again, shouldn't be relying on one guy to get this team moving in the right direction.
Yeah, no, and it feels like maybe it'd feel good if we just even did have that one guy, but it feels like nobody right now.
Yeah, it does, because
Yeah.
Duran is also striking out a lot.
Yeah,
He is.
like I guess if it is that one guy that is the leadoff one right now, but you see some hits from guys here and there and loading the bases and getting runners on and then making a stupid base running decision or
Yep.
yeah, it just feels like way too much of all of that.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of things the Red Sox really need to focus on, and when I say a lot of things, it's not a lot of things. Just don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
You are so close. Just don't fuck this up. So we're reaching close to our half-hour mark here. We do have a message from one of our sponsors, from Delete Me.
Oh, these guys again.
I am a huge fan of Delete Me. Delete Me makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable. So when we had spoken about them recently, we talked about how in today's day and age, data brokers make a profit off of our data. Like, our data is a commodity, which is so infuriating to me, because I'm like, what I look up in my spare time should belong to me. Like, kittens on my Instagram are mine and nobody else's.
I'm sure these data brokers are like, this guy visits Fangraphs and Baseball Reference a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this guy loves
And I
numbers.
don't want them to know that. That's for me to know.
Yeah, well, you know what else they collect while you're doing that? They'll grab your name, your contact info, your social security number, your home address, information about your family members. And wouldn't it be so great if that all just blew away? Just
That would be nice. I need it to be convenient because too much of my stuff is just out there.
Wow, do I have good news for you? Is it quick, easy, and convenient with Delete Me to do exactly that? So on the right side, we should have in our media assets, we should have Delete Me's logo. If you can add that to the screen, that should appear in the top right, wherever my pen is pointing, which I'm really not good at. I think it's up
there we
here.
go. Yeah, we got it. We
Oh,
got it.
hell yeah, we got it, wherever it ended up. Oh, there it is. Hell
Over
yeah.
there. Over there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see it. I do
Yep.
see it.
Yep.
But go sign up for Delete Me, especially, for myself. I have a very active online presence, as we do with the podcast and as people in our own individual lives, to protect ourselves from that identity theft. So you can sign up for Delete Me. We do have a code for you here. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me now at a special discount for NASP listeners. Get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/HIT and use promo code HIT at checkout. The only way to get 20% off is to go to joindeleteme.com/HIT and enter code HIT at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/HIT, code HIT.
That is so easy to remember. I like that.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
HIT. It's a hit.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa. Is that what that means?
Yeah, that's like when I'm like telling my dog it's time to go to the PARK.
Yeah. You're going to go to joindeleteme.com/HIT.
Yeah. We're going to go to deleteme.com/chiz.
He loves chiz.
He's zonked out right now.
He is. He gave him those good sleepy meds. So text HIT to Delete Me. Go to their website. I think it's a really incredible service. I'm probably going to look into it more myself as well.
I really should. Yeah. I think everybody probably should.
Yeah. Especially if you want to be president like me.
I don't think that matters anymore.
Oh, wow. Well, do you want to guess the commercial?
Yeah. Today's commercial is for milk. They're coming back with the Got Milk again.
All right, from Jack Webster, milk is coming back.
Yeah.
Let's go to commercial.
Milk.
Really? We're going to come back in from commercial and that's how you're going to leave?
No, that's how we're coming back in.
Just in case there wasn't a milk commercial, you made a milk commercial right here on the spot.
Yeah, no, if Big Milk can send me some money,
I was going to say, Big Milk should call you and have you submit.
I'm just going to like go to a farm and be like, where's my $20?
You could do that anyway.
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have
true.
to be advertising for milk. You can just go to a farm and shout at someone.
That's true. More people should do that.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Thank you. You juked us a little bit there.
You never know what I'm going to say. I'm just saying you like that.
Yeah, you're just a little kooky, a little wacky.
Oh, I have a Fiber One brownie.
Get a little sugar in me. Before we had gone to the break, we were talking a bit about the state of pitching for the Red Sox. And the Red Sox could really use a pitcher like 1.04 ERA pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, Walker Buehler.
What a practical joke.
God damn it, dude. God fucking damn it.
Like every time we just give up on a pitcher and let him go, they just end up like being Sean Newcomb and still end up doing good in like Oakland.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't care that much. And it's like one start, right?
He has 8.2 innings at a 1.04
It was
ERA.
one start. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That and I mean, I forget who was facing. Like, it probably could have been like, us, a bad team.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't fucking care.
Yep.
Because I mean, hey, Connolly Early's been up and he's been great. So
Yeah. Walker Buehler, we've always talked about him. He's a big game pitcher, right? And like, especially the Phillies really needed someone, but it's such a kick in the freaking nads that any pitcher that leaves our team is going to go somewhere else and sparkle. And he looks so good.
And I also wouldn't be surprised if next time he walks like 7 people and then like gives up 5. So
yeah, I mean,
that's the I almost said Nick Pivetta experience, and I was like, not wrong either.
Right.
But yeah.
But he's good now. Yeah. He is consistently good now.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen to Walker Buehler, but it would make me feel better if I knew we didn't throw out a diamond.
I don't think it's a diamond still. I don't care either, though. Yeah.
You don't?
Not really.
No?
No.
Who would you rather have, Joe Ryan?
Yeah, he pooped the bed the other day against the Guardians too when we needed him to do good. So
yeah. Guardians are back, baby.
Joe Ryan is just trying to lower his trade value so that way a team actually pays the price, and I respect it.
Yeah, the Twins are silly, goofy goofballs for not selling him at the deadline.
Yeah, I don't know what the Twins were thinking, not taking like Peyton Tolley and like another one of our top like 100
Garcia
guys.
or
Yeah.
Perales or Franklin Arias. Tolley and Arias, are you kidding me? You're going to turn that
You
down?
fucking dumb idiots.
Yeah, are you on crack?
And then you're just going to get less in the off season. So there's
You
that.
are. From
Yeah.
us, hopefully.
From us, still hopefully, yeah.
Could I offer you Tyler Uberstein in these trying times?
Yeah, they can have him and like David Sandlin and like Alan Castro.
Right, and the ghost of Kyle Teal. and
Yeah.
Cam Boozer's working back.
Yeah, we'll trade Clint Frazier and Miguel Andujar like the Yankees.
Yeah, we'll trade Soda in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Which Moneyball was the in-flight movie, by the way?
Yeah, I feel like you probably just downloaded it on your phone anyways. Like you just have that saved down there. Yeah.
Nuh-uh. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Jonah Hill's in that. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he is. Peter Branton.
Peter Brandt. Paul DiPodesco in real
Yeah.
life, for anyone who's
Yeah, you
curious who
just
that person
doxed him.
actually is.
Yeah.
Who went and worked for the Dodgers, and they hated him out there, which is kind of rude.
Yeah.
He worked pretty hard. But the state of pitching, the guys we've called up, I mean, mixed bag, because they're young, and you would expect that. Like, even when Bayo came up, he blew up a few times, and then he leaned in on the video game controller. He just locked in. Tolley had obviously an excellent debut. His stuff is still really good. His numbers are still good. Just, bumps in the road for rookies. Same with Connolly Early, who had a stellar, absolutely stellar debut at 11 strikeouts?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, insane. How's he been since then? I think only one other start.
No,
right?
he's had 2 starts now. He had another one against the A's too.
Right.
And he did pretty good. Believe it or not, Greg Weissart blew another rookie lefty's
No.
debut. Yeah.
Was it a hanging slider?
It probably was, but in that game, it was 2-1. We should have won anyways. But
Yep.
I think his next start was it Friday or was it Sunday that he pitched?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, it was one of them, and he was fine. Maybe a little less sharp. Didn't go quite deep into the game. I think it was Sunday, so yesterday.
Yep.
And you know what? He looks a bit more just polished than like Payne Tolley right now, where like you can tell like the stuff for Tolley through the roof. Like this guy has like frontline starter potential all over him, but you see some of that secondary stuff still like a bit rough, especially with the location and everything. But that fastball is just like as good as anybody's in baseball.
yeah.
Not even like in the minors, like just in baseball. It is one of the best fastballs that you're going to see. And not even like, 102 velocity. It's getting up there like 98, 99 consistently. But like that movement and that pitch shape is just elite.
Yeah.
And he's going to figure it all out. I'm kind of glad they're using him in the bullpen just down the rest of the stretch here. TBD if he makes the playoff roster. TBD if we make the playoffs.
Right.
So
Can't make the playoff roster if you don't make the playoffs.
but in terms of just like calling up some of your most like electric arms just to have them right now, like these guys are the best ones in the system.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, David Sandlin didn't come up or like Tyler Uberstein. It's because, Connolly Early and Payne Tolley and even now Kyle Harrison are just the best options that you have, even if you had to make some hard roster decisions on them. And, that's what winning ball clubs do. And, they've helped us here. I can't imagine where we'd be without them. Yeah. So I like the young kids. It's kind of hard when you are depending on just 3 rookie lefties. And I know Harrison's not a rookie. Like, he has major league experience, but it feels like it too.
Yeah, there's a reason we called up other guys before Harrison.
Yeah. And you know what? He looked good too. Yeah.
He did. So this was my first time actually seeing Harrison pitch. Like, I didn't catch him in Worcester at all this year. I didn't see any of his pitching, prior to that performance in any facet. He's got a really unique delivery. Like, I wish he threw a bit harder than 94 to 95.
Yeah, the stuff's even a few ticks down compared to where he was in San Francisco, but he's making it work, it seems.
He
and
is.
There's some adjustments. Maybe it's by design. Maybe it's because he was hurt for a little bit. And
Yeah, no, the delivery's really unique. His stuff has a lot of movement. So hopefully we see even more out of Kyle Harrison. It was definitely more than I expected to see from him. But like I said, there's a reason they called up Tolley first and they called up Early first. They traded for Dustin May before they called up Kyle Harrison.
Yeah.
I hope he's good.
Yeah, and he'll probably only get one more start.
Yep.
That'll probably be against the Tigers.
Mhm.
So that'll be, pretty tough opponent for sure. Their backs are they're in the middle of a collapse right now. If people think Red Sox fans are worried, I would be pooping my pants if I was a Tigers or a Astros fan right now, just like completely falling out of it. Guardians fans are playing with house money. Like, if they don't make it, like, nobody
they don't
cares.
care.
Nobody expected them to. They sold at the deadline, and you know what? They've had just a miraculous run over their, like, last 15, 16 games where they've lost, like, one or two. They're not giving up any runs, so we'll see, if they're able to keep it up this last week. But even if they do good, like, there's still two other teams that can fuck up and us still
fingers
make
crossed.
it. So that's why I like our chances, and that's why I'm pretty sure Fangraphs has us so high, is because it would take all three of those teams having to do good and only us, and plus us having to do bad. So when you put all those things together, that's when you start to, like, hopefully find a way to navigate all this. You don't need to be, it's not one team breathing down your back. It's three teams breathing for two spots, essentially, or four teams breathing for three spots, really, since, the Tigers' lead in the division is less than where we are with the, tiebreaker in the wild card against the Astros and against the Guardians, and TBD if we have it against the Tigers, since we still got to face them.
Yeah, we definitely do. I am less worried about the Tigers now than I was, now that they're starting to unravel a bit.
I was hoping that they would just lock up the division and not have to try against us that last week of that last series, but that's not going to be the case anymore. Now it's going to come down to the wire with them too.
Meaningful September baseball.
Yep.
And the monkey paw curls.
Yep. But we will probably miss Scooble, so there is that. Since they have to pitch him this week, and I think they still want him to be lined up for the playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much guaranteed.
What we're doing with Crochet, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much guaranteed Cy Young winner Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll probably Crochet will probably be second.
Yeah, he probably will. I think even if Tarek Skubal just absolutely shat the bed in his last few starts coming up here, that he still gets.
We're getting to the point where it's one more start. Yeah.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, the last few years, I had already checked out so much.
Yeah.
Like, I was just in full, like, horror movie mode, like, not even watching half of these games. There wasn't a lot of good races, so...
Well, do I have a horror movie for you,
Yeah.
pal? The Red Sox right now.
Life.
Yeah. Being alive in 2025.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be a good album title. Alive in 2025?
That sounds pretty bad to me, because... not very good right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well, did you think Nick Sogard was going to be the guy that saved the season?
That was very funny that, like...
Twice?
Yeah, I know. Well, let's talk about that one game. It was a Section 10 night, which I was in attendance for.
I
with
saw that.
A lot of friends there.
Yep,
So.
had a big birthday.
Yep.
Big birthday, Mr. Fennessy.
Oh, yep. That was just right around his birthday, too. So that was fun.
Happy birthday,
Didn't
Liam.
even realize it at the time.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, no, it was a lot of fun seeing friends. Another one of those games where it felt like we should have blown it open. But the big moment there obviously came in the 10th. Not only the bottom of the 10th, but in the top of the 10th, where, Zach Kelly and Chris Murphy combined to actually get out of that jam. Zach Kelly's been looking better, by the way.
Don't.
I know.
I was only gone 10 days. Don't you fucking.
I know. I don't trust him to be that dude still, but whatever. But, getting out of that, you're like, we got to score. Leadoff runner in second base. I think they pinch ran Nate Eden. But Alex Cora made a tough decision. He pinch hit Cedon Rafaela with the winning run at third base, one out for Nick Sogard, a guy that makes a lot more contact. And you know what? Ended up paying off. So that's all that's so much of what the Red Sox have just been not doing during a lot of this stretch is just like not making a productive out to get a runner in from third base with no outs. It's just been like strikeout, line out. And the fact that you just made a tough decision and it actually paid off is just more of what this team should somehow be finding a way to do.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. I question Cora's decisions probably more often this year than I have in recent years, but I so often find out that Cora is playing fucking chess. Yeah. Like last year when he pinch hit Willier for Tyler O'Neill and it ended up paying off. In this situation when he put Nick Sogard in, and he's done this twice with Nick Sogard where he put Nick Sogard in there, and turns out Alex Cora was playing chess, and we're all like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe Alex Cora knows way more about managing a baseball team than I do.
There's not a lot I've really gotten too mad at him about this year. There's been more positives than negatives, so I'm not sure there's anybody else that could really navigate this fucking roster and this season, especially looking back at all the Devers stuff and everything too. Like that, wasn't Cora's fault. That's Craig's fault. But yeah, like just having to navigate that all and, keeping the guys together and, doing better even after that. Like that's your manager. Like, and he's not going anywhere no matter what happens over this last week or anything either.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't know what other guy out there right now you would expect to be given this roster and it flourish in the way that it has.
John Farrell.
Ah, true.
Yeah, no.
True. Doesn't count though.
No, because he's bad.
Well, let's look forward to this week of baseball because it is a very high stakes week of baseball. We're playing the Blue Jays, who are somehow unbeatable, and we're playing the Tigers, who need to win games.
Yeah.
What are you feeling with this coming up?
I mean, you're hoping just for 3-3,
yep.
And then you sneak into that last one. If you can even win 2 of the 3 against the Blue Jays, I feel really good entering that last series of the season. Where, obviously we'll have to see what happens with the other clubs too. But like I was saying before, fate's in our own hand. We just got to win some of these games.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the Yankees do. It doesn't matter, what the Astros or Mariners or whoever ends up in those spots now does it too. We just need to take care of our own business.
Yeah.
And your scoreboard watching, everybody is. How can you not be? Even the guys on the field are. But at the end of the day, if we don't make the playoffs, it's going to be our own fault. It's not because another team did good. It's because we pooped the bed.
Yeah, and we talk about it all the time. Relying on other teams to do poorly is not a strategy. That's not a strategy to win baseball seasons. But these games fucking count. And they count big time with the Blue Jays, who are great, and the Tigers, who have shown that they can be great. So it's scary because you need to have answers for Bichette, who's been great.
I think he's hurt right now.
All right, so there's your answer. Glad we got that taken care of. George Springer having a pretty solid comeback season.
George Springer, probably being a top 5 MVP candidate this year.
Yeah, and who hates us.
Yeah.
He's just going to...
He's from Connecticut, so I hate him too.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Someone tell Matt LeBeau.
Yeah.
Let's cut Connecticut off. Vlad, who's been looking good and who also just fucking hates the Red Sox. I think he'd play for us if he had gotten an offer from us, but he hates us in that he's going to try and hit the ball as hard as he can, 5,000 feet.
Yep. So.
Yep.
And it feels like it's been a while since we even faced the Blue Jays, too. I feel like a lot of those games happened early season. I think they already have, the tiebreaker against us. Not that we're going for the division anymore anyways, but yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Blue Jays pitchers we're going to be facing?
Yeah, Gausman, that's a tough one.
That's the one I'm most afraid of, I think.
Yep. And hey, who knows? We've gotten to him before, and he's also gotten to us plenty of times, so anything can happen. Crochet versus Scherzer, you got to have that one.
God, you got
your ace is on the mound. You're facing a guy that's had a lot of struggles this year, injured, ineffective at times. So that one you got to win. And then Bayo versus Bieber, I mean, both have pretty similar numbers. Bieber's been, hurt this season too. So you're hoping that the little extra rest, that kind of like we were talking about before, might, make him a little bit more effective. So that one, yeah, it's a tough series. I mean, I think it is going to come down a lot to the pitching, since you hope the bats wake up, but you need these guys to keep you in games.
You do.
You can't have another outing from like Giolito where it's like 4 or 5 runs, or Bayo where it's like 3 innings, 4 runs or something like that. Because right now, with the way this offense is, without Roman and having Wilyer having to figure it out on the fly, it's you might have a game where you score 11, but a lot of these games it feels like it's going to be like 2 or 3 runs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And especially in these games, I think you rely a lot on your speed guys. So guys like Jarren Duran getting on base and taking agency over putting himself on third, which he's pretty good at. And then obviously the important thing is that someone hits him home. But Duran has been able to steal home before. Other speed guys,
that's
David
probably
Hamilton,
the only way we're scoring runs.
That's
right now,
yeah, is if somebody steals home. And you know what? Just do it. Just do it. Don't
Yeah,
be a
whatever.
coward.
What's the
Steal
worst
home.
that could happen?
Yeah. But your other speed guys, you got to rely on David Hamilton to snag a couple bases, Sadon as well, even Nate Eaton.
Yeah, he's fast, yeah.
Yeah, and I would say Trevor Story, but I would say more so that Trevor Story makes really smart, for the most part, smart.
Yeah, he finally
base
got
running.
thrown out.
Yeah, he did. Well, wait, was he picked off?
No, he was just caught stealing, but
Really?
he did break the record with 31 for 31, and then immediately got caught.
Okay,
stealing next
that's
time,
what
yeah.
I was wondering, because as you know, I was in
Yeah.
Italy. So
That
I
happened
didn't see it.
at that Wednesday night game I went to. So
Mhm.
he both got the 31st and got caught on the 32nd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know what? I am glad that he went a perfect 31 for 31 because he holds the record.
Yep. And until someone, he probably breaks it like next year.
Yeah, watch Trevor Story break his own record next
I
year.
would love that. Yeah, as long as it's with us.
Yeah, I think he opts back in at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. Bregman's becoming more of like, maybe he actually does, because he's been in a bit of a slump.
Yeah,
too,
he
so.
has been pretty not good.
Yeah, and there were some decent hits, and I think a home run in there this last series. So
Mhm.
hopefully he can just get going this last week too, because that's really the spark plug when he's
Yeah.
hitting the ball well. That's when your number 3 hitters getting guys home. So we really need that probably more than anything.
Yeah, and a bit of a tangent before we delve more into the Blue Jays Tigers coming up. How do you feel with Clayton Kershaw's final strikeout in baseball being Rafael Devers?
Yeah, I was watching the game live, which, for me, Clayton Kershaw, he was one of my favorites growing up. I stayed up late watching a lot of Dodgers games,
Oh, yeah.
Vin Scully calling them.
Mm.
And it was a little weird the last few years with, him just basically saying, LGBTQ people don't deserve equal rights. And, when you have friends and family that, are affected by that, it feels bigger than a game of baseball. So it felt very conflicting having that happen, just from my own personal point of view. People can feel however they want about him, but that's just the way I do.
Yep.
It was kind of funny. It was Devers though, because it was. And it was a ball that was, but there was also a makeup pitch. So it was a cool moment. I'm glad he was able to do that at Dodger Stadium with his family. And I'm also glad that he didn't do the full retirement tour either.
Yeah.
'Cause that would have just been so annoying all year. I respect the way that he did it.
Yeah.
Just yeah, I think I'm done finally.
Yeah.
There's always been
3
that
weeks from
tightrope
now, I'm
walk.
out. Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't go to another team and just have a mediocre season with the Astros or Rangers
Yeah.
or some shit. Yeah.
He's going out on a high note, which I think as a baseball player is the right thing to do. And as a baseball player, I like and remember him fondly.
Yeah. No, easy first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mhm.
You're kind of hoping that him and Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander would all go retire at the same time and be in the same Hall of
The same
Fame
class.
induction.
Mhm.
But at this point, maybe Max retires, but like Verlander's actually doing all right, might be back in like the majors. so-
Wow, really?
yeah, like he's like just turned it on second half and like is actually like a productive
Oh
pitcher.
wait, I should pitch.
Yeah, like oh right, that. Yeah, so yeah, good for him. Great career. In terms of peaks, he was like way up there with like anybody else of our generation.
Mhm.
So he'll definitely be somebody that I remember. And I'm glad that I got to see him pitch live once.
Yeah.
Which was really cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that his final strikeout in baseball was Rafael Devers means we won the Rafael Devers trade.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
we
clearly.
won the trade.
Thank you, Kyle Harrison.
Yeah, we turned the Rafael Devers trade into Dustin May.
Yeah, Dustin May.
Turned
yeah.
it into Jordan Hicks. That
Yeah.
was a good one. Turned it into yeah.
Yeah.
So we won the Devers trade. Glad we got that out of the
We
way.
will win the Devers trade if we make the playoffs this year and the Giants don't.
If we make the playoffs this year,
And I think the
I
Giants
will
are falling out of
reconcile
it. Yeah.
the Devers trade. I will. And I think getting a lot of that negative energy out of the clubhouse allowed them to really take off over the summertime and after the All-Star
Yeah.
break. So,
The Giants are 3 out, so not looking good for them.
oh, yeah. It sounds like a team that Rafael Devers is used to playing for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, big sad. Before we get into the game, one of my favorite things to see on Twitter these days is whenever people post the playoff bracket and they show Red Sox Yankees as the first, and then the Blue Jays obviously have the bye, but in theory, let's say the Red Sox win the first wild card game, move on to face the Blue Jays, Red Sox, Blue Jays. My favorite is every time someone reposts that or comments on it and they go, people are going to die.
Yeah. That is going to be a toxic week and a half. Yeah.
People are going to the Red Sox playing the Yankees and then one of those teams playing the Blue Jays. Like, yeah.
I mean, that's what pretty much happened in 21, where like we faced the Yankees in the wild card and then had to go to the Rays, who I hated a lot more back then because they're actually relevant. So
Right.
Yeah, and I remember back then I was like, there's no way that we're gonna beat the Rays. I'm just happy we beat the Yankees, and then we did, which was cool.
Yeah, real cool.
And I think people also forget just how down to the wire it got in 2021 as well. We needed that to go into Washington and sweep to guarantee like a spot, and we did, and all those games were close, and there's a lot of frustrating moments in there too. So history is hopefully repeating itself in that way, but
Yep.
I would love a little bit more cushion heading in.
Yeah, hopefully history is repeating itself in the way of 2013.
Yeah, I think we're way beyond that, but
Yeah.
it's-
Well, I
they
couldn't
won
say
the division,
2018
yeah.
because 2018 was a winning team of winners that won everything. And
Yeah,
this
no,
team is
that
like,
that team, I miss that team.
Yeah, me too.
We should do that again.
I might have to go to Fenway with like shields and like swords and
I don't think
Spikes.
that's you're allowed to bring those in.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to
Maybe
do?
a shield, definitely not a sword.
Maybe I'll bring like a little turtle shell, wear it on my back.
Yeah, no, you could probably do that. That might be like against backpack rules though.
It's just a turtle shell so that Blue Jays fans don't stab me.
Yeah, maybe you could justify it if you did like a full surgery like a turtle and you make the shell a part of your spine so that way you can't take it off.
I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't you want a turtle shell spine?
Yeah, no, it worked out pretty good until I'm laying on my back and I can't get
Yeah,
up.
oh
Yeah,
no, I can't get up. Someone, but you can't help me up. I have to do it myself
you gotta-
to maintain my dignity.
Of course, I'm gonna be laughing and taking photos. so,
Yeah.
no.
What at me on my turtle shell back?
Yeah, it's like in that one episode of Futurama.
Wow. Thanks, pal. Glad we're close friends like that,
Yeah.
buddy.
Do you want to do this yourself?
I I have to do this to maintain my dignity.
Yeah.
Don't look. Well, with a very important week of baseball coming up, personally, I'm quite excited. It is meaningful. It is stressful, but that's part of
I'll
the
be
excitement.
watching every single second for sure.
Yes, I'm gonna be locked the fuck in,
Yeah.
and I'm ready for it. I bet you're excited for the game this week.
You know what? Yeah, let's let it rip.
Let it rip. Okay, so as you know, I went to Europe for the
Yep.
last 10 days.
Yep.
I went to Italy and Spain. Had one of the best meals I've ever eaten in Barcelona. By
A
the
Fenway
way,
Frank.
yeah, they have them over there. Would
Yeah.
you believe it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was real good. And you know what I put
They
on
had
it?
the gabagoo.
The gabagoo. I did have gabagoo.
There you go.
Yeah. You know what I put on the Fenway Frank?
Oh, mustard.
Yeah, mustard only.
Yeah,
Nothing else.
yeah. Maybe onions.
Yeah, maybe a little chili.
Yeah.
But as we are aware, and as is coming up next year, we have the WBC, which I'm so excited for. Can't wait to get into
Italy
more
will
of
be
that.
there.
They will. And your game this week is to name 5 players ever that have played for Italy in the WBC.
Okay.
Anything past 5 is bonus.
Yep. Well, we got our friend Lenny DiNardo.
Yes, absolutely, Lenny
We
DiNardo.
do have Lenny DiNardo. I believe Dominic Fletcher played for them last year.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think that's correct.
Yep. Who else would have played for Italy? Marco Scudero technically was eligible, but he chose to play for Venezuela. So there is that.
Wow, Venezuelan Italian. That's.
How about criminal Matt Harvey?
Did he play for Italy?
Yeah, he did play for Italy.
Yikes.
Yeah. Who else probably would have played for Italy? Oh, Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza,
he
thank
did.
you.
Yeah. So where am I at? 4?
You're at 4. You need one more.
Okay.
Let me know if you need help. You're missing a big one. But Mike Piazza was. If you didn't get that, the fans would have come for you.
Yeah. Mario, it's me at the Brahma.
Is that a baseball player?
Yeah, it's Super Mario Sluggers. He played baseball.
Wow, why didn't I think of that one?
Yeah. Lucas Giolito definitely could. He probably should.
He could. He
yeah.
should. Same with Roman Anthony. He should.
Yeah, no, they really should just allow it anyways.
I would cop that jersey so fast, dude. You have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I'm trying. There's like one dude I'm thinking of from this last WBC
Yep.
that I'm just like absolutely blanking on.
Yeah.
Is it Jordan Romano? No, he pitched for Canada.
He did pitch for Canada.
Yeah, he was eligible for both.
I have 2 guys in mind.
Give
Let
me
know.
one hint. Give me one hint.
Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to think of how I give you the hint without just giving you the player.
Yeah.
But the guy I'm thinking of plays for Kansas City.
Oh, Vinny Pasquantino.
Vinny
Yeah,
Pasquantino.
there. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't get that one.
Yeah, it happened. It took me a second to think of it because in my head I was like, Pasquatch, Sasquatch, Patsquatch. What's Sasquatch, Pasquatch his name? The other guy you could have said, at least in immediate memory, would have been Sal Frelick.
Oh, yeah.
Salvatore Frelick.
Oh, bibbidi-bobbidi.
Yeah, so you did it. 5 players ever that have played for Italy in the WBC.
Well, they apparently changed their eligibility rules, so they're going to screw themselves over. Apparently.
Can I play for the WBC?
No, that's the problem.
Oh,
Normally you would be
whoa.
able to, but not anymore. Yeah.
What?
I know.
What do I have to do to
This
play?
is anti-Italian discrimination.
Yeah, Italy is discriminating
Yeah.
against Italians.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're back next week with a happy episode, because otherwise,
A
I'm gonna
happy
jump off
episode
first,
is 3 and 3. A
Yeah.
happy episode is 3 and 3. Anything more, and that's gravy.
We still could somehow go 2 and 4 and still make the playoffs. That's the dumb thing about it all.
You know,
I'm hoping we don't, but I'm saying it is possible.
you're hoping we don't make the playoffs, or we don't go 2 and 4.
I hope we don't go 2 and 4.
1 and 5 it is.
Yeah, monkey paw clutches,
Monkey
yeah.
paw clutch.
Yeah.
But I love you.
No,
No, I love you. Okay,
Yeah.
I love you. Bye.
Okay,
I love you. Bye. No, I love